Okay, guy. Okay, hello, guy. Welcome back. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Good. So today let's practice speaking again. Yesterday I spent for like an hour just to do speaking, and I would say it was very intense. Yeah, it was really intense. So today will be more delightful, in which we will just learn about one speaking topic rather than three. Okay, let's get started. So let me see. What is our first topic? Okay, so let's talk about week. What is your favorite day of the week? Hmm, let's see. In my opinion, I would go for Saturday because Saturday is a time in which it is the last day of my work in the week, and I will have a lot of time to hang out with my friends because I could literally come home late, and I sleep till like till the noon in the next day. Additionally, Saturday, I have a lot of wonderful memories on Saturday, which is why I have a strong love for this day. So, what is your least favorite day? Let's see. I would say that it is Monday because I have to return from work and maybe school, and it is I would say it is daunting. I say it is extremely daunting, in which I have to get back to work again to get myself money, uh, and also one more reason that makes me hate this day is that I have to is that I had have to get up very early from the previous day, which is Sunday. Yeah, because I usually get up at like 11 a.m. in the morning, but on Monday I have to wake up for like 6 a.m. because my company asks employees to be at the company at 7 a.m. So, what is the busiest day of the week for you? I would say Monday again because, as I mentioned before, Monday is the first day of the week, so there will be a lot of activity. There will be abundant activities in my company. So one of which is that we have to have a meeting, and my boss will assign the works to each employees and departments. And additionally, we will have to prepare a lot of procedures to meet new customers, which is why it is and it and till the end of the day, we usually the and until the end of the day, the working time will last till for like, let me see, 6 p.m. Yeah, that will be for like 11. It will be like 11-hour workday. So, is there anything that you do every day? Uh, let's see. You mean that my is there anything that I work like literally every day? Yeah. Okay. So, I think that there's one thing that I must do every day, otherwise I will feel exhausted, which is doing exercise, and to be more specific, that would be jogging. And I the reason for this is because to me, jogging has a lot of advantages, some of which might be improving mood, boosting creativity, and reducing cardiovascular disease. which is why that I have to do it literally every day just to strengthen my physical and mental health. Okay, so what do you usually do on weekends? Uh, Sorry about that. So, uh, let's see. On my weekends, I there are three main activities that I will spend. The first thing is to hanging out with my friends, obviously, because I am busy all the weekdays, so I do not have much time for my friends in the week. That is why I have to spend those days for them. The second activity is to sleep. I is to sleep till without alarm, because my job demands me to wake up kind of early, about 6 to 7 a.m., and we often have to be at the company, go to work at 8 a.m. And the last activity is to clean up my house, because as I mentioned before, my job is very busy, in which I do not have much time to spend for myself to clean the house, which is why I have to spend weekends to clean my living area. Say, okay, so are weekdays or weekends the same for you? Absolutely not, because to me, weekday is a time for me to try as hard as I can to to improve or to achieve my career goals. But my weekends is the day for me to slow my to be to get myself slowed down, and to have a look at what I have done in on weekdays, as well as to give myself a rest. So that I would say that it is kind of like two sides of the coin. One is improving myself. The rest is slow down myself, and I consider it as some kind of like work-life balance. Okay, so let's talk about day off. When was the last time you had a few days off? Let's see. I would say that this often a month ago, in which I had to do the final graduation thesis at my university, and alongside with that is I have to alongside that is I have to finish that night that my boss gave me at the company. So I still remember that I do not even have a day off on my weekends, and I was a little bit stressed at that time. But fortunately, I was still able to manage it. So what do you usually do when you have days off? Um, Well, I would say that there are three things I have to do if that I would do if I have days off. The first thing is to hang out with my friends, because my work days my work doesn't offer me a lot of days off, or a time to rest, a lot of time to rest. The second thing is to sleep. I mean, my jobs often require me to move and to stay active, literally all the time, in which is why I always in kind of lack of sleep or sleep deprivation. And the third thing is that I will spend days off to clean my house, because as I mentioned before, my job didn't require me a lot of time to spend day at home, which is why I have to spend my days off to clean up my home. So, do you usually spend your days off with your parents or with your friends? I would say the latter, which is my friends. The reason that I didn't spend my days off with my parents, my holiday with my parents, is that I am living with my parents, so you know what, which is why. And right now, my parents is like they are about to also, though their health is not really as good as 10 years ago. which is why they are not interested in traveling and spending time anywhere. But when it comes to my friends, I do not spend. I used to spend a lot of time when I was still in high school, but right now I am going to work and I do not have much time to spend with them, which is why I would rather to spend my day off to go with my friends rather than my parents. What would you like to do? You have a day off tomorrow. Wow, interesting question. Let's see. Um, I would say that I had a day tomorrow, I would spend that day just to hang out with my girlfriend because it's been a month since we last met each other. So my girlfriend, she is a little bit mad about me because of this. So and and another thing I want to do in this in if tomorrow is my day off is that I want to spend to read a book because I would say that reading book is a good way for me to to gain knowledge from all around the world, such as about marketing, about cultures and religions. Okay, so my your topic is describe a time party that you enjoy. Your 1 minute begin. Okay, so 1 minute is over. Okay, so you may now start speaking. So today I am going to talk about a party that I have a very strong interest in, which is my cousin's wedding. Uh, this wedding happened for like a month ago, and it was held on my cousin's house, which is located in Hoàn Kiếm district. So I still remember that, but I would say that if I had to say, what impressed me the most in that party, I would say there are four things for me. The first thing is all about the designing concept of the wedding, in which I still remember that the color is all about purple as well as white, which is the color of representing loyalty and strong love. And the second reason is all about the timeline of the party, in which my cousin's family I would say that had done this task successfully. All the guests and all the guests and inviters who came to the party, they were all satisfied by the timeline and the way they managed the time to organize a wedding. So the third thing is all about performance, and in which this party he hired a lot of actors and singers, and even there were even some performances about drama and dancing, which impressed a lot of guests. And the final reason that makes me have a strong that made me love this party is that the food is what I would say it was spectacular and delicious. So yeah, and the food at here is all about I as far as he told me the food is is picked up from a five star cook and cooks and his parents I has spent for like 200,000 for the wedding. In the future I hope I can and in the future I hope I can manage organize a party like that. It was gorgeous and spectacular to me. So yeah, so why do people like parties? Hmm, interesting question. So why do people like parties? Hmm. I think that is because parties bring people together. Yeah, in which that is I think that is the core object of parties. Yeah, I have attended a lot of parties in my life, and I found that they all share the same in common, which is to bring people together, no matter that it's funeral or wedding. So I still remember that last month it was my cousin wedding, and I met a lot of cousin that I have I met a lot of cousin that I hadn't even that I have not even met them in my entire life. And when I started a conversation with them, I realized that they how awesome they was, and from that I started to you know get in touch with them. And right now we are and thanks to the party right now I have a lot of networks with my cousin. So why do some people not like going to the party? Let's see. I think that is due to their personalities, in which, according to research I have conducted when I was in university, the majority of those who are not interested in joining the parties are introverts. So introverts they are share the same in common, which they are in which they are introverts. So what are introverts? Introverts are some kind of person who will put themselves lower, and they do not have strong interest in you know trying to open their mind and connect to people. And I think that is the main reason because my sister, my younger sister, she is an introvert, and when every time my family has a organized a party, she will always stay in her room and knocks down her door just to do what everything she likes. Yeah. So in long term, and I think well, it does have benefits and drawbacks. So, do you think music and dancing are a must at a party? Absolutely yes. I mean, I would say that music and dancing it is like it is in a party it's just like a spicy in a dish. Yeah, what I mean here is that you it is okay for us to not have a music to not have music, but the the party will be lame and will be dull. So I used to attend a wedding without music, and I would say that it was my terrible experience. So I still remember that the host of the party he was a little bit highbrow, and he was a little bit highbrow in which he didn't want to spend a lot of time, a lot of money, his finance to hire a band for the wedding. Yeah, and as a result, And as a result, the guest in on that day was unsatisfied about the party. So, what would you do if you were disturbed by a neighbor's party? Well, let's see. Um, I would say that I would ignore it because after all they have a party because they have all reason. But and when it comes to me, I will try to ignore it by let's just say I would wear my headphone when I work because obviously it will reduce a lot of noise. In additionally, I will if I if I have something to talk with my friends, I would rather to meet them at the coffee shop rather than calling on using my smartphones. Yeah, and I think that is a good way because in addition to in addition to reduce the noise in my home, going outside and the coffee shop is a good way for me to to go to do exercise. I mean, I have to walk and I have to went outside, enjoy the sunlight. So, what are the differences between holding a party at home and in public spaces? Um, yeah, let's see. Interesting question. Would you mind if I have a couple seconds to think? Okay. So I think the main distinction between organizing a party at home and in public spaces is that it's about the quantity of people there. In which when you are having a party at home, the number of people will be limited because it has to fit to the number to the size of your house. But in public space, it will be much broader. And let's just say that I used to hold a party in my home. It's just a small party, and the maximum capacity is about for like 30 people. But my high school class used to organize a party in public space that is a park, and the capacity was triple than in my home. So that is the main differences.